Thank you. Thanks a lot. Now I would like to call upon stage Manish Gupta, co-founder, Unicommerce eSolutions Private Limited, for a brief workshop. Manish belongs to a technology startup in field of e-commerce backhand solutions. He has over 15 years of rich experience in internet and startup space and worked very closely with SME merchants in the country. And I am Ahmedabad alumnus, started his career with Business India Group before he moved on to .com startup IndiaMart.com. Can we please have you on stage, Manish Gupta? Finally, we have you around. So, can we have a bigger round of applause? Even the backbenchers. Now we are all dying out, but we need to build up the energy till the last session. Thank you.
First of all, very good afternoon to all the audience here. I'm so sorry to miss it on the first go, but I'm not going to disappoint you now. It's not going to disturb. I got it. Hi everybody. As I was introduced, my name is Manish and I represent an organization called Unicommerce. Unicommerce is relatively a new company. It's a startup working very closely with small and medium enterprises and merchants in e-commerce space. We have been a dominant SaaS platform. We help online merchants to manage their backend. We help them completely automate their backend, simplify e-commerce. So be it once the order comes in and you're selling on multiple marketplaces, so once the order comes in, managing those orders, processing those orders, managing your warehouse, managing logistics, this all can be done through an application, which is a cloud-based application. So you don't have to invest in technology, you don't have to build in technology, you don't have to waste any time on technology. It's all pre-built as per the industry standard, and it's been used by almost 1,000 merchants on a daily basis. We have 1,000 e-commerce merchants processing their orders through us, which accounts to almost like 1 million orders a month. So we are representing almost like 10 to 12% of total e-commerce done in India has been processed through our platform. We work with all type of brands, all type of customers in fact. From top-end brands, people like Snapdeal, Jabong, Myntra, Groupon, to all the listed companies or invested companies in India, we work with all of them. In fact, we work with even smaller merchants. Our diverse customer base starts from people who are selling, having 20 orders a day and ranging up to 20,000 orders a day. And we have been working with them very closely in this space. Over a period of time, as we have been working with them very closely, we realize that there are a lot of challenges these people face. And today, on this platform, we are going to discuss some of the challenges that online merchants are facing today. So let's talk about our challenge number one, that is multi-channel complexity. As we know that e-commerce is growing, and it is growing fast, and it is evolving and maturing. We see a lot of new channels coming in. We are seeing a lot of fulfillment model coming in. But it is all adding to the woes of a small merchant who has just started to sell online. It is such a complexity to manage multiple channels using multiple fulfillment center, and with limited usage of technology, our merchants really face this challenge. This is one of the biggest challenges which we have seen, and it is a big impediment in terms of growth of a merchant. Today, if a merchant is selling in 2 marketplaces, he don't feel like going on the 3rd marketplace because he feels that it is going to be a bigger pain. Other challenge is the operation challenge. As the scale of the business goes, we find that merchants spend a lot of their time in managing the operations of the business. So we did analysis on that, and we realized that 95% of the time of a particular merchant in a day actually goes into order processing, inventory management, catalog management, shipping management, and ultimately if some time is left, which is only 5% of it, it is spent on new business development. So just I imagine doing this on multiple marketplaces day in, day out. And we realize that it is almost like 95% of time is going in all this activity. So how would a person even think of scaling if he has to add another channel, or he has to work, increase the business? He has to manage the entire workflow again for that channel, and that means a bigger operation hassle, and that means there's lower growth. Third important challenge which we face is the inventory. I tell you guys, it really takes to be a genius to manually allocate your inventory on multiple marketplaces and do it correctly and perfectly every time. I show you an example. Suppose I am selling on 2 different marketplaces, say Flipkart and Snapdeal. And based on all my analysis, I have seen that I have to allocate certain number of inventory, that is 3 pieces I have put in Flipkart and 8 pieces I have put in Snapdeal. That is the amount of inventory I have allocated manually to these channels. Most of the time, my calculation might work right, but if there's a bad day, the things may get awry. I might get 4 customers in Flipkart, out of which 3 of them were able to buy something and 1 has to return because it has run out of stock. On the other hand, on the same day, there is excess of inventory which is lying in Snapdeal where there are no takers. So ultimately, my calculation has resulted into loss of business for me. I have got inventory lying at one of the places, and I don't have a customer going back at another place. So it is such a big thing, and it leads to business loss, obviously. It leads to stockouts. It leads to penalization. It leads to going down of my credibility. So we took cognizance of all these things. We saw that if you are selling on multiple marketplaces, you have to manage multiple workflows, which is a big challenge. We understand that if you are selling on multiple marketplaces, or you are using various fulfillment centers, it is always a challenge because you have to really manage your operations in accordance to that. We also see that the inventory allocation manually, it's a difficult job, it's a tedious job, and most of the time it goes wrong. Taking this into cognizance, we took the first step and we launched a product called UniWare. Now, in case of UniWare, this is a blessing in disguise for all the sellers who are selling on multiple marketplaces and they want to really simplify their e-commerce. This is one single panel from where you can manage all the panels of different marketplaces. You have to put inventory at one place, and auto allocation based on any rule happens on the marketplaces. So you really save time, you make the process simple, and you can concentrate on building your business. Before I really move on, I really want to show you a video on Unicommerce.
While selling your products online, why go through separate routes to sell on eBay, Amazon, and so many other marketplaces and spend all your time on routine tasks like downloading pending orders, checking inventory, printing invoices, generating labels, printing dispatch manifests, tracking shipments, updating inventory, and so on? Doing this manually can cause errors like incorrect and duplicate shipments, delayed order fulfillment, stockouts due to overselling, penalties, and delisting. Now think about doing this again and again for every marketplace you sell on. These issues leave you with no time to plan your business growth. That is where UniWare comes into the picture. UniWare is a cloud-based order and inventory management solution that integrates with over 35 marketplaces. Now add a new marketplace with just a click. UniWare pulls orders from all your marketplaces and auto-allocates inventory to the orders. It syncs your inventory real-time across multiple marketplaces. UniWare processes all your orders. For an out-of-stock order, it automatically raises purchase orders to your merchants. After picking on a product scan, an invoice is generated with proper taxes. UniWare generates shipping and regulatory forms. Finally, UniWare generates the manifest and your order is dispatched. And that's not all. UniWare also tracks the order and emails your client. Reach a broader audience and sell more using UniWare. It comes with free updates and no capital investment. Experience a smooth and hassle-free order fulfillment lifecycle with UniWare. Request a free demo today.
As you can see, this is an ongoing journey. We have addressed only 3 issues. We discussed about them. The roadmap is long. There are other pain areas of merchants which we are working on, like catalog updation, like payment reconciliation. And believe me, it's an ongoing process, and it is going to be an ongoing process like e-commerce. We are still working on it. Once we completed with this, then we did the impact analysis of what Unicommerce is contributing to the business of people. And we were surprised with the fact so channel management and complexity of channel management and multiple fulfillment center was simplified with UniWare coming into picture. We actually took the real data and we realized that people who are using UniWare are spending much lesser time on operational hassles and spending time on business rather than what they were doing before. So while it was 95% in operations before, after using UniWare, it was almost like 65% they were able to focus on the business. Similarly, we also realized that by applying UniWare, they were able to actually improve the order delivery rate by 65%. And since they had time to grow business, they didn't mind actually adding more channels. There were a couple of our merchants who moved from 3 channels to 7 channels and 8 channels, and they are looking more. Because our application is perfectly suited for anybody who is doing 20 orders or anybody who might be doing 20,000 orders a day. So this is about us. We are here to actually help you out. And if you are an online seller and you are looking to improve and simplify your e-commerce activities, we are here to help you. You can connect with us or request a demo. We saw that 50% of people who take a demo have adopted our services. Today, we are over 1,000 merchants are processing their orders to us. You might be the next one. You can get in touch with us at any of the places. You can call us, mail us, write to us, and you can visit us at booth number 103, though it's late for now. So this is about Unicommerce. Any questions? Yeah, let's do 2 minutes. Yeah.
Person at the back, yeah, please.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening.
This is Sandeep from Agri Hypermart. Sir, we already have an online presence with our own website and in other platforms as well. Is it possible for us to integrate with Unicommerce?
So Unicommerce has integrated with more than 45 different marketplaces and 10 different cart solutions. If your website is on any of the cart solutions which we have integrated, like Magento, Shopify, PrestaShop, OpenCart, then definitely your website orders can be also integrated on Unicommerce. All you have to do, it's already integrated, all you have to do is you put in your credential and it will start fetching your orders.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? No one? Somebody wants to ask but is unsure, I think. So you? No? You want to ask a question? Yeah, please.
Hi, myself Amardeep from Paul Writer. I was just going through the entire slide.
Can you be louder?
Yeah, I was going through the entire slide which you were just keeping on, and just checking out with one of my experience with the supply chain management when it comes to the e-commerce uh, as a sector itself. So just want to ask you from where you get this idea, and also the second is like what kind of revenue generation you are looking at in the next.
So I don't want to go into specifics. What I want to say is that today there are almost like 40,000 merchants in India at the moment. We estimate this figure as the e-commerce is growing. By 2060, it is going to be about 100,000 merchants selling online. And as the market is going to mature and the market is going to go bigger, all these merchants would be looking for technology solution in order to manage those marketplaces. So that is the market space which we are targeting. And currently we are having, so on 20,000 we have got 1,000 customers, that is 5% market share. I think we are minimal targeting 15 to 20% market share on this.
And who are the competitors for you?
So as of now, there are a couple of companies who are trying to do this. So one of them I met is Brown Tape, which has been doing, but the number of integrations and number of customers who are using it, I think we are far ahead of anyone at the moment.
And you are also promoting or doing any branding activity to promote your brand to a particular segment, basically the e-commerce audience and all?
So we
on a B2B,
work
basically on a B2B segment, I'm just asking.
on the B2B segment specifically, we are not working, but yes, we work with a lot of marketplaces.
Okay.
And we work with a lot of digital e-commerce associations because we want to be very relevant in terms of our marketing options are concerned. So we want to really focus because it's a very niche segment, very limited set of people, and it is difficult to find those people. So we go to relevant places only and we do our activities there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for asking the question. Thank you, Manish. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please give him a big round of applause.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. That was louder in your case.